Hi guys, good morning. How are you? I hope you're doing fine. Now, today is just the middle of the week. Can you help me with the date? Yes, today is June, Wednesday 10 from 2020. Yes, it's 10. Okay, today we are going to work at language and STEAM section, but we are going to start with math calculation problems. You will need to use your logic to answer these math questions, okay? Let me share with you the mental calculation. Let's pay attention, guys. Are going to be 4, okay? That's an easy one. That's an addition. I'm helping you, I know. That's easy peasy too. The question sometimes give you the answer. You need to multiply. That's the last one. Multiply again. How many months has 1 year? 12 months. Very good. That will be our last problem from today. I hope now you are awake and ready to work, because now we are learning a new topic from language. I think you never saw this, so let's pay attention. I hope you already take your breakfast, because you will need to be really attentive. Give me a second so I can share you the page, okay? Let's start in language section from book number 5. Page 91. 91? Yes, 91. Okay. Phrasal verbs. Have you ever listened about phrasal verbs? Well, phrasal verbs, let me give you a short explain, are verbs made of 2 words. How is that? Okay. It's a verb plus a preposition, and that changes the meaning of the original verb. Let me show you the flipped classroom video so this info it gets more clear.
Phrasal verbs. A phrasal verb is a verb that is more than 1 word. Phrasal verbs are made up of a main verb and a preposition. Adding a preposition usually changes the meaning of the main verb. Bring, to carry. Bring up, to mention or to raise children. Turn, to cause to move around. Turn on, to activate. Turn off, to deactivate. Let's see how phrasal verbs are used in sentences. Be careful, the floor is wet and you could fall down. My mom asked me to turn off the computer for her. Do you want to come in and have some ice cream? The meaning of some phrasal verbs is not always so obvious. There could be more than 1 meaning for each one. Let's see some examples. Jeff works out at the gym every day at 7 a.m. Workout, to exercise. In the end, everything worked out perfectly. Work out, to find a way to do something. The boxer put up a good fight. Put up, to resist. Joe put up a fence so the puppy wouldn't run away. Put up, to build something. Remember to check the context of the sentence to figure out what the phrasal verb means.
Exactly.
Now I know that a phrasal verb is made up of a main verb and a preposition. Need more practice? Check out the language section of your book for more exercises.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
The end.
There you go.
Happy to learn.
Okay. Now, we already said that a phrasal verb, it's a verb plus a preposition. Let's read this. Do you remember these phrasal verbs? Turn on, turn off, get in, get out, sit down, stand up, fall down, come in, get up, and turn around. Now, as you already see on the video, some of these phrasal verbs doesn't mean always the same, okay? You need to see the context of the sentence to know what is the meaning of each phrasal verb. Now, a phrasal verb plus a preposition that changes the meaning of the original verb. He turned off the television. Turn off. It's my phrasal verb because turn is the verb and off is the preposition. Another example, get in the car. We are going shopping. Get, verb, in, preposition. Everyone, please sit down. Sit. It's the verb and down the preposition. Now, can you give me an example with the phrasal verb? Okay, I will give you two examples with one phrasal verb, the same phrasal verb, and has different meanings. My first example will be, he already, oh, no, wait a second. I forgot the phrasal verb that I was going to use. He already get over the accident. Now, get over means like he already is good from the accident. And another example would be, her stuff, it's all over the place. All over, it's telling that it's where, showing a place. Where is the things? What are the things? All over the place. Okay. Complete the sentences with phrasal verbs from the word bank. Word bank is come in, turn on, get up, turn around, fall down, stand up, sit down, get in, turn up, and get out. Now, I will help you to answer these 10, and you will answer by yourself this one, okay? Now, let's see. It's raining, so if it's raining, what you need to do to the house? Stand up to the house? I don't think that. Turn around the house? You will be wet. So what would be the answer? It's raining, so get in the house. Very good. Or come in the house. Would be come in the house. My mom told my sister to, so she could brush her hair. What would be the answer? Come in? I don't think so. Stand up. Sit down. Could be sit down. Yes. And the last one, I will help you. The teacher told everyone to stand up to salute the flag. We cannot salute the flag if you're standing down, sitting down, standing down, sitting down. Okay, let's go to page 90. You will answer the other 7 and then let's see what page 92 tell to us. Now, more phrasal verbs. The meaning of a phrasal verb is not always obvious. Example, when we say work out, it doesn't mean to work outside. It means to exercise. We already saw this on the video. Read these other phrasal verbs. Look out. The teacher told us to look out for any spelling mistakes. Put up. We will not put up with this injustice anymore. We will not stand with this injustice anymore. Come on. My favorite show will come on at 7 o'clock. Warm up. Let's go inside to the house and warm up. Work out. I'm going to work out at the gym. As you already know, these phrasal verbs can mean different things, okay? It depends on the structure from the sentence, okay? The context. Now, read the sentences, then choose the correct phrasal verb to replace the words in bold for each one. You need to replace this one. Come up, put out, work up, look up, and warm up. The new TV show will come up at 3 p.m. How can you change come up with what phrasal verb? Look this example. Yes, so the answer would be come on. Number 2, he put out a good fight. The answer could be, how can you use put up? Yes, the answer will be put up. And you will keep doing the rest 3 sentences, changing the bold letters or words and replace them with another one from your options, okay? Now, let's go to page 93 on your language book. And now we're going to talk about gerund. What is a gerund? Gerund are verbs that act as noun when we add ing. What is a noun? Noun, it's anything that you can name. It's a place, it's a thing, it's a person. So we can use verbs to make it nouns. How is that possible? Well, let's read the explanation and the examples. We can use a gerund as the subject of a sentence. Example, painting is very relaxing. Eating vegetables is good for you. We can also use gerund after a main verb. I think swimming is a cool sport. My teacher says reading helps you learn. Okay, now, as I was telling you, these verbs with ing are not verbs here. These are gerunds, okay? And we are using them as a noun. Why? Because we are talking about painting. How is painting? Relaxing, okay? What do you think about swimming? Swimming is my noun, it's my subject. Well, I think it's a cool sport. That's how you turn these kind of verbs into nouns and you use it in the subject from your sentence. Now, I know it's a little bit tricky, so before we start answering, I will share with you the 5 rules from gerunds. So this topic gets more clear, okay? Remember that if you have any questions about phrasal verbs or gerunds or anything, you can ask me on our lives or via algebraic. So give me a second so I can share it with you, the 5 rules from gerunds. Okay, there you go. Pay attention, guys. And those will be our 5 rules from gerunds. Now, what is the first and basic rule for gerunds? You need to add ing to your verb. If you don't add ing at the end of the verb, it will not be a gerund. And how can I know that it's a gerund? When the gerund is the subject, when the verb with ing is in the subject from the sentence, that's when it's a gerund, okay? When you're talking about the action and the action has ing, it's a gerund. Now, let's go to our book again. Okay. Now, we were on gerunds, and now that we have a more info about gerunds, we are going to answer this sentence, okay? My mom says traveling is a great way to learn. The mother is talking about what? About traveling. So traveling is a gerund? Yes, because it has ing and it's a noun. Very good. Number two, I like working at the zoo. Working is my gerund. Very good. Number 3, baking is one of my hobbies. Where is my gerund? Is it hobbies? No, it's baking. Very good. She likes cooking very much. It likes my gerund? No, because we don't know what she likes. Remember that you need to, the gerund is the thing that we are talking about, the action that we are talking about. So what does she likes? Cooking. Cooking is my gerund. And the last one, I will help you. I believe reading helps expand your vocabulary. Is expand my gerund? No, it's not. Why? Well, first, doesn't has ing. And this is not the thing that we are talking about. We are talking about reading and has ing. So is this my gerund? Yes, this is my gerund. Now, you are going to write these 3 sentences about your favorite hobbies using gerunds. For example, my favorite hobby, I'm sorry. My favorite hobby is to listen music. How can I say it in gerund? I could say listening music, it's one of the things that I most enjoy. And you will write your own 3. Now let's go to page 94, and it's the last one from language. It says fill in the blanks with gerund from the verb in parentheses. This is easy because they are giving you the verb. And what do you need to do? Add ing. She likes listening to music on her record player. Tom is interested in becoming a doctor. So you will keep doing the same with these verbs. Now, Answer the questions by writing sentences with gerunds. The first one has been done for you. You need to answer these 5 questions and answer it with gerund. Remember that use gerund is very easy. If gerunds are not so clear to you, I cannot play you another video, but I will recommend you one, okay? Let me share you the screen so you can watch the name and you can play it at home if you want, only if you want, and if you feel like you need to know more about gerunds, okay? Give me a second. This one is a good video too for you to see if the gerunds are not really clear, okay? So this is all the activities from language. We need to go to our books on STEAM section, pages 149 and 150, okay? Let's go to STEAM, book 5. Where do living things live? Are we living things? Yes, we are living things. And where do we live? Yes, I know we live at our homes, but we live in the city. My fishes live on the water. And a lot of animals live in different kind of places. So let's read the text. Listen and read. Follow the reading, okay? We're going to read this and then the next page.
Where do living things live? Read and listen to the following text. A habitat is the natural home of a living thing. All living things need one. A palm tree, a tiger, your dog, and even you have a habitat. A good habitat has food, shelter, water, space, and an available mate. Every living thing needs food for energy. Water keeps living things alive. Shelter helps protect the living thing. It protects them from weather and predators. A living thing needs space to live where it is not too crowded. There should be mates nearby for the living thing to make offspring. All living things are best suited to live in the habitat where they do. Every living thing has different needs. A fish needs to live in water. A bird needs a tree to make a nest. Each living thing needs a habitat that meets all of their needs. This is why a fish lives in the ocean and not the desert. This is why many birds make their nests in places with lots of trees instead of an open field. Some living things can live in habitats that are not the very best for them. A type of bird's habitat might be a forest, but it could survive in a city. It can make a nest in the few city trees and find people's leftover food. A city is not the best habitat for the bird, but it could survive there.
Like the sensontle. Okay, sensontle is a good example of a bird that can live at the cities, but the correct habitat to live is the forest or the woods. Okay, now discuss the following questions with a partner and be ready to share your answers with the class. You are going to answer these questions here, okay? You have enough space because you are only have to write like 3 or 4 words because I will read you the questions. What is another animal that could survive in a city, even though that is not its the best habitat? And the other question, what animal could not survive at all in the city? You will answer these 2 questions here, okay? You have enough space. Now let's go to page 150 and let's listen to the track. Changes to habitats. A living thing's habitat can change. This is usually a bad thing. There are many ways a habitat can change. Different animals respond to changes differently. Read the table to see how different animals respond to changes. I'm going to play the track. Please follow the reading, okay?
Changes to habitats. A living thing's habitat can change. This is usually a bad thing. There are many ways a habitat can change. Different animals respond to changes differently. Read the table to see how different animals respond to changes. Change. Humans destroy the habitat. Responses. A bird flies to a new habitat and lives there as long as there is space available. A fox finds a new den to live in. A honeybee will not survive if its hive is destroyed. Lakes and rivers dry up. A bird flies to a new place to drink water. A fox finds a new place to get water. It might have to move to a new habitat. A honeybee finds water inside flowers. It gets too cold. A bird flies to a warmer place. A fox spends more time in its den. A honeybee stays in its hive. There is not enough food. A bird flies farther away from its nest to find food. A fox spends more time hunting. A honeybee spends more time flying to find flowers.
Okay, those are some of the responses from animals to the changes that the world sometimes has. Now, as you see, it's not always good responses, but they need to adapt, okay? We have that value as living things. We can adapt to new things. Now, it says self-assessment. Do you underline, highlight, or circle words do you know when you are reading? Circle your answer. Be honest, okay? And this will be the 2 pages from STEAM. And we are done from today. I will be waiting for your activities and see you tomorrow at class and at our Zoom Live. I hope you already start with your projects so I can answer to you all of your doubts. Bye, guys.